Hey everybody, Anthony here with Miller Bison. Today we are going to be doing us a tomahawk steak on the smoker. Wow, don't that sucker look good? It's gonna be great. So we're gonna prep it here a little bit. I've already had it out of the fridge here at room temperature for about a half hour. Ideally I would prefer it to be out 45 minutes to an hour just to get that internal temperature warmed up a little bit. Makes it a little faster when you're cooking it, a little more even. But we're gonna go ahead and get it ready to throw on the smoker. I've already patted it dry with just like a paper towel or something like that. Pat it dry a little bit. Then for seasonings, all I use is like a kosher salt. And you want to be very liberal with your kosher salt when you're doing it. Plenty of salt, gotta love it. Some people like to use, maybe some other seasonings, some black pepper, some garlic, stuff like that. That's all fine, but don't get too carried away with your seasonings on bison. Bison is very flavorful all by itself. Not a lot of need for a whole bunch of seasonings, marinades, that kind of stuff. Then me, I love using a temperature probe. Chef IQ is my probe that I use the most. Just gives you a real accurate reading on what you're doing, takes the guesswork right out of it, so it's perfect. So we're gonna push that in right there. Now we've got us a tomahawk all ready to go on the grill. So I've got this smoker running at about 450 degrees and I've got it pulled so we're getting some direct heat. We're gonna throw it on here for about 2 minutes per side, get us a sear on both sides, and then we're gonna turn down the heat and turn off the indirect so we get more of a surround heat on it to finish it out a little bit more low and slow. But we're gonna go ahead and give it a sear here to start with. I'm getting hungry already. Can't wait to bite into my bison tomahawk steak. So we're gonna let her sit there and get a sear on it, and then we'll check back. I'll get my probe set up here and I'll show you guys a little bit how that works. Okay, so Chef IQ. I know there's tons of probes out there. We've just actually started with this one in the spring. I've had some other ones before, but I wasn't super happy. I didn't like the distance that they were reaching. You had to be within Bluetooth range. This one, the probes connect to the base, which this base connects to my Wi-Fi. And so I can literally be anywhere and see the temperature on my phone. It's really cool. I love that feature about it. So we'll go to cook controls. Probe 1. I don't know if you guys can see this, but we're going to try it to get it all set up here. So you can go through it, you select it. We're going to do beef because unfortunately I need to talk to them. They don't have bison on their list yet. And then we're going to do a steak. We got tomahawk. It's about 1.5 inches thick. Actually this one's closer to 2 inches thick, so we're going to set it to 2 inches thick. We hit next. I love how they just walk you through this. It simplifies it. If you got questions, if you're not quite confident about yourself doing grilling, if you haven't done it a lot, these guys really help you through it. So we're going to do it on the grill. I'm going to select grill because I use a smoker, but I also run my smoker fairly hot when I'm doing it. So I run my smoker more like a grill. I just love that smoke flavor that you get out of it. I like my steak rare. The biggest thing with bison steak is do not overcook it. No steak is good overcooked, but especially on bison where it's a very lean meat. You've probably noticed on this one, it does have a little bit more fat than we often have on our bison. And so that'll give you a little bit more forgiving. But on a lean bison steak, if you overdo it at all, it's really going to dry out on you. So you do not want to overcook it. So I'm going to set it at a rare. We'll hit next. And you got to go down through and check it off. Sometimes I do get a little frustrated with all the steps, but it's not a big deal. Hit connect. All right, we're going to go ahead and flip this tomahawk here. Give you guys a real good peek here real quick. Yeah, looking good. I love a good steak. Okay, we're coming right up on the 2-minute mark here on the second side. I didn't get quite as good a sear as I really liked on the first side. It's always a little bit tougher on a smoker like this to do that, but I don't care. It turns out amazing. I'm gonna give you guys a quick peek here into the grill, and then I'm gonna turn down the heat and turn off the direct heat so we have more of an indirect heat to finish it out a little slower. Oh, it's looking good. Got a little flame going up there. So I just got done turning it down to about 325. Turned off the direct heat, so we're more of an indirect heat now. So we're just going to watch our temperature probe from here and see when it's ready. We're going to pull it off at around 120 degrees probably is where we'll be pulling it off. So, and then we'll let it rest real good. Right now we're about 10 minutes into it from when we started. So we're getting closer. I'll pull up here and show you where we're at on the temperature. You guys can see that. That's where we're at. So we're sitting at about 83 degrees internal at 10 minutes with the Tomahawk here. And we're starting to cool off. It's still running pretty hot on the ambient. It takes a little while for the grill to cool, the smoker here to cool back down, but it'll get down there. I love salt. Sometimes just because I salted at the beginning don't mean I won't sprinkle a little salt on in the middle of it. To me, you can put a lot of salt on meat before it's too salty. I love salt. It really pops that flavor. Okay, so we're sitting at right about 18 minutes right now into this steak. We got the clock running here. And I'll show you where we're at on the temperatures. We're getting real close. It's going to be time to pull it off here. So we are sitting at 111 degrees internal temperature. It's going to be good, running perfect. So our target on a rare steak is 125 degrees, which means you're going to want to pull it off at least at 120 degrees is kind of what we've found in the past. This gives you kind of a rule of thumb. One thing really cool with this Chef IQ is it will tell you when to pull it off ahead of time so that you don't have to sit there and guesstimate. And sometimes they don't tell you to pull it off quite quick enough, but hey, it gives you a good starting point. Okay, so we are at 115 degrees right now. It's telling us it's time to pull it off. So we're going to go ahead, get it off, and then we're going to let it rest for about 5 minutes and check it out, see what it tastes like. Hold it. Now, if that don't look delicious, I don't know what does. All right, let's take this inside. All right, we let it rest here for about 5 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and pull this probe out here. We are sitting right at about 122 degrees, I think it was. It's going to be about perfect. 125 was our target. We're right there. From start to finish, when we've started on this, we're right at about 28 minutes total. So it gives you a little bit of a time frame, how much time it's going to take you if you want to do a tomahawk. So let's slice into this and see what it looks like. Oh man, if that don't look good, I don't know what does. That is amazing. Let's go ahead and try some here. The flavor on bison steak is absolutely incredible. You got to try it to appreciate it. It is amazing. You will love it. You want to try some? That was good. Think good?
It's amazing.
Pretty awesome. Some really, really good meat. Till next time around, you guys have a great day. Thank you.